You know what's funny? Most people associate scarcity with lack. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough resources. But seldom do we realize that one of the most insidious forms of scarcity is guilt. Not the loud, dramatic kind, the quiet, dutiful guilt that creeps in when you start doing better than the people around you, right? You could go for that raise. You could sign up for that training. You could double your prices or actually start that business, but you don't. Something in you freezes and you call it procrastination. You call it laziness, lackadaisical behavior, but it's not laziness, it's loyalty. Loyalty to limitation. We inherit this strange sense of moral duty to stay small, to not shine too brightly in case it makes someone else uncomfortable. It's as if our subconscious whispers, how dare you outgrow the people who raised you? How dare you thrive when your friends are still struggling? It's absurd, isn't it? As though your abundance is somehow an act of betrayal. That guilt, that hesitation, is not compassion. It's a form of self sabotage, a covert allegiance to scarcity. You think you're being kind, considerate, humble, even, but in reality, you're dimming your own light to maintain a false sense of equilibrium. You shrink, you self limit, you stay in rooms you've outgrown because you don't want to make anyone else feel left behind. But here's what's utterly nonsensical about that: energy isn't finite. Countless physicists, including Einstein, have proven that energy cannot be created or vanquished, destroyed, only transformed, which means abundance doesn't run out. There isn't some cosmic spreadsheet where the universe tallies how much joy, wealth, or success is left. You expanding doesn't mean someone else must um, must contract. You creating more doesn't mean someone else loses. Yet we behave as though life is a zero-sum game, as if every win steals from the collective pot. That scarcity consciousness disguised as empathy. And that's the real tragedy, guys. We confuse guilt for goodness, altruism. We mistake martyrdom for morality. We think suffering alongside others is solidarity, when in fact, it's just shared pain, despondency. Ask yourself, are other people's lack your fault? If someone else has less, is it your sacred duty to match their limitation, to match their lack? Because if so, what a foolish system we've built, one where we compete in misery instead of mastery. You were not sent here to maintain mediocrity. Your success does not extract from anyone else's plate, it circulates energy. When you expand possibility. You literally become living proof of what's achievable. And that ripple effect inspires others to rise too. But when you suppress your own potential out of inherited guilt, out of this generational tendency to not do too well, you rob the collective of evolution. You become another dimmed light in a world already starved of brilliance, of splendor. Do you think that's justice? This is your wake up call. It's not justice, it's inherited guilt that looks like virtue. Abundance doesn't subtract, it multiplies. The more you allow yourself to thrive, the more energy, opportunity, and inspiration you circulate. So when guilt starts to whisper that you're being too much, remember it's not your job to make yourself smaller for others to feel safe. You're not stealing light by shining. You're reminding everyone that there's more than enough to go around. There's more than enough to go around. So release the guilt, free yourself, step out of this absurd loyalty to lack. The world doesn't need you to shrink, it needs you to expand. So go and get that job, go and get that degree, go for that promotion, go and get that training, go and expand. I hope this video has made you realize that you're not being altruistic, okay? This is just scarcity that has you in a vice grip, okay? So thank you so much for watching, sending you love, and I will see you in a jiffy.